There used to be a great tower alone on the sea. You became the light on the dark side of me. Love remains a drug that's the high, not the pill. But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Yeah, and now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits a gloom on the grave. There is so much a man can tell you, so much he can say. You remain my power, my pleasure, my pain. Baby, to me you're like a grown addiction that I can't deny. Won't you tell me is that healthy, babe? But did you know that when it snows, my eyes become large and the light that you shine can be seen? Baby, I compare you to a kiss from a rose on the grave. Ooh, the more I get of you, the stranger it feels. Yeah, and now that your rose is in bloom, a light hits a gloom on the grave.
Hello, hello. Can everyone hear me? Good afternoon, Lady Hypoxia and Tracy and KJ. Thank you, KJ. Steffers made my intro for me. We hear Rosie. Yeah, Steffers made that for me. I love it. She picked the best song and everything. Did Killer leave? She did. It's fire. Yeah, it is. I'm like really impressed with it. So, how's everyone doing? I actually went live like 5 minutes ago, played my intro and everything, and then realized I never hit the live button. So I was literally talking to myself. But that's okay. Lady Hypoxia, did you leave? I wonder if Tracy's still here too. I didn't really have much to talk about today. I wanted to get something off of my chest about my like personal life. Had to quit my job. I felt like I had to quit my job. And I'm not too happy about it because I actually liked that job a lot. I liked the people that I worked with. I liked, oh, I love you too, Lady Hypoxia. I liked the people that I worked with. I liked the customers that came in. I even liked my boss. Like my boss, he does a lot of like great things for the community. And that's one of the reasons why like I wanted to work for him. That and my friend works there. I don't want to like I don't want to give out too much information because I don't know if she wants me letting people know where we worked. But working with her and just yeah, he does a lot of good things for the community. Um all around Halloween, he had a little trunk or treating for all the kids in the neighborhood. Let not this past Saturday, but the Saturday before, he had the Grinch up at my job for like the kids to come in and see my kids. I even brought my kids up there to see them. And then this past Saturday, he had Santa up there to see all the kids and stuff. And like he does a lot of great things for the community and stuff. I can't stress that enough. And as far as like working for him, I know that there was this other girl that we worked with, and she, needed help, and he helped get her into an apartment and everything. He helped her get a vehicle. So like he does do a lot of great things, but I could not stand the way this man talked to me. He has a good way of making you feel like you are the dumbest person on the planet. And it was as a laundromat for fuck's sake. Like, um, I hadn't worked there for that long either. Like, I've only been there for a few months, and it wasn't even really the job that like he would complain about. Um, it was other things. Like the final straw was he he had someone make these chocolate candies like the ones that you get out of a Valentine's Day heart. They're like that, but they were homemade, and I guess they, cost him, I don't know how much, but he told me they were expensive or whatever. He had 2 trays of them. he's really good about buying cookies and candy and stuff like that for the kids. And it's always been, give it to the kids, give it to the kids. When they come in, give them a stuffed animal, like make them feel welcome, make them feel wanted, not just the kids, but everybody. But when it came to the kids, like he always had cookies out and candy out. And so when he had 2 trays, he took one home, I think. I don't even know what happened to the other tray, but he left one tray on the counter. And like he literally yelled at me because there was a kid in there that had taken 2 pieces of the candy. And I wasn't even standing there to like watch it. So he's all like, well, since you can't, watch these kids, just take that tray and put it in the office. And I'm thinking to myself, like, my job isn't to watch these kids. My job is to come in here and do work related stuff, not stand there and watch kids and, when they take more than one, yell at it. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to yell at anybody's kids. That's not my place. Never have done anything like that. I don't even feel comfortable, really yelling at my kids like that. I would never, maybe if the kid was sitting there, just eating one after the other, I could totally see it. But that was not the case. And their mother was right there. And hey, Steffers. And she knew, like, when he must have been watching the tapes or whatever, because she knew that when he called, that he was calling to complain about her children. And like, she was a friend of mine. Like, I know this girl from the community, and it was just horrible. Like, horrible to have to be like, yeah, that phone call was about you and your kids. Like, that's horrible. And it was just the final straw, man. Like, I go into work when I'm not scheduled. There was this one time that a girl called in, and I was busy doing something with my children. I don't want to get into too many details because I know that there are people watching that would just love to know everything about me. So they could use it against me. So I'm not gonna get into detail, but I was busy doing something important with my kids. And I wasn't even scheduled to come in until later on that day, or maybe not even at all. I can't remember. But he calls me and he's like, well, I want to know why I'm standing behind the counter. Well, I don't know, probably because your other worker called in. It's not not my job to, fill in for everybody. But I did though. When people needed me, I filled in when I could. But yeah, like he just totally treated me like shit because someone else called in and I was too busy doing something like important with my kids to rush right into work. And I'm thinking, like, what the hell? Like, I had to message my friend and be like, this dude just hung up on me. And then she messaged him and was like, please don't take your anger out on, we'll say, Rosie. Because, like, for real, that had nothing to do with me. Had nothing to do with me. Yeah, Rosie, I totally agree with you. That was wrong of him to ask that over candy for kids. Kids really, and they were young kids. Like, they were younger children. Both of them were under 10. Both of them. And like, that's what the candy was there for. Like, it literally said, please take one or whatever. Like, they shouldn't have taken 2, I guess. But at the same time, like, I don't understand his anger towards that. Like, if you didn't want to meet them, then don't leave them out, like, so that was the final straw, him yelling at me over candy and making it, like, he made me feel like I was dumb, like I wasn't capable of doing my job and watching these kids but at the same time, that's not my job. I was working. And I literally had just stepped out for a break after working for 2.5 hours. And as soon as I stepped out, the phone rang. Soon as I stepped out. So they must have like grabbed an extra piece like when I walked out, but I wouldn't have said anything if I would have caught him. I wouldn't have said anything. I would have been like, okay, that's what it's there for. it was just total. I just was not expecting that at all. And yeah, he he literally had me in tears at work. I came back in and was trying to like hold it together, but the more I thought about it, man, I was ready to leave like right then and there. I wanted to walk out the door right then and there and just say, F this place and you come in and work. You come in and babysit these kids. But I didn't. I stayed until the end of my shift. Um, I did the right thing. But yeah, I can't, handle, so my husband don't even talk to me like that. I'm not going to let some man that I work for talk to me like that. My husband would never even dream of talking to me like that. Um, and I'm frankly, I'm just not, I'm not used to it. Like, I could understand if I was doing something wrong, but I wasn't. Every time I ever went into work, I try to do my job. I try to do it to the best of my ability. Like, it's a freaking laundromat, so you don't have to be a rocket scientist to know what you're doing there. Um, but yeah, and I couldn't take it anymore. After 2.5 months, I couldn't take it anymore. Um, Literally was told I wasn't gonna get a raise because I didn't recognize that the tinking inside of a dryer was due to a screw being in the dryer and not it being like, the little metal pieces on jeans and stuff, the button, the little rivets or whatever they're called. Like when those are in a washer or I mean a dryer, they will make those tinking noise like metal on metal. So when I heard it, that's what I thought it was. And like he's literally, what happens to girls who don't um recognize he not only expected me to, but made me take this person's clothes out of the dryer while they were drying so he could check the dryer. And then that person comes up to me like, what the hell are you doing touching my shit, some people don't like that. And yeah, so he like literally wants to say that shit to me while there's customers standing right there. Like little girls who don't check the dryers don't get raises. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like I literally just walked in for one. The dryer was going before I came to work. So he really should have been saying that to the person that was working before me. But I doubt, I almost cried that day too because he embarrassed the shit out of me in front of everybody that was in there. Um, but I dealt with it. I tried to deal with it. I really thought, I could just, you know, water off a duck's back, just in one ear, out the other. It's just, some grumpy old man, whatever. I can deal with it, but no, I could not at all. And I don't think I should have to deal with it. Like, I did my job. I did what I was supposed to do when I went in there. So in my mind, like if you want to critique me on things, actually critique me on the things that I'm doing, not things that I had nothing to do with, or expecting me to yell at someone else's children. Like I just can't do that. I can't do that, and I won't do that. um he was mad at me because he expected me, like, well, he was on the phone with me for me to like yell at these kids, and I didn't do it. So that's why he was like, well, just take the candy and put it in the office since you can't watch these children. And I could not believe that. Like if it would have been my children that did that and he said that, I would have. I definitely would have, because I don't play that crap. What, baby? You got Play-Doh? You got your Play-Doh? Come with me, please. Ah. So yeah. I've been like stewing over that for the past. Are you gonna come back there with mom? Stewing over that for the past few days now. It's been a few days since I quit. Friday night. It was Friday night that I quit. And like I'm really sad over it. Like I really liked my job. And other than my boss, speaking to me in ways that I don't agree with, like it was great. It was a great job. I didn't mind, covering for people, but at the same time I felt like, I was covering for a lot of people, and like I just don't think any of the things that I did was appreciated at all. Not one time do I remember him telling me, "Oh, you're doing a good job," or "So and so said you're doing good." Um, None of that. So I don't really think he ever did appreciate what I did. Um, and I don't even know if I should even say this because this was not me. This was not my business. But I do know, like, my friend that works there, he will volunteer her to do things that he doesn't even ask her to do beforehand. He's just like, oh, yeah, she'll do it. And she doesn't get paid to do these things. And like, these things like take her 3-4 hours to do sometimes. Um, I know that she's appreciated though. She is appreciated, but she quit before too. Like she didn't like what was happening there, so she quit before too and came back. So I think he probably treats her a little bit better now than he did. I don't really know, but I do know that I just couldn't take it anymore, and I'm really bummed though. Has any of you ever experienced anything? Like I've never experienced anything like that from a boss before. Cuss that dude out and quit that job. Thank you. Thank you, KJ. Like I hated that story. It's okay, Rosie. Maybe go to HR about it. What a Grinch. Yeah, for real. Like I said, he does things for the community and stuff like that. But in my experience, he treats his coworker or his employees worse than what I have ever known, like in my whole entire life. And I've had a lot of jobs. Plenty of work around, some work from home. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be looking for a new job. I can't stand sitting at home. Can't stand sitting at home. I had like the same type of, not exactly the same type of job, but basically along the same lines of the same type of job, just wasn't at a laundromat. That I worked for almost 3 years, and never once did my boss disrespect me like that. So yeah, I know that I can, that there's probably other jobs like that around that I could do, or just do something like completely different. I just know that I'm not the type, I don't like sitting at home and not working. I feel better about myself when I'm working. Rosie, if your boss ever did that to me, I would have put him in his place. I wanted to badly, badly. Um, but I guess I'm just too nice. I don't know. I take a lot. Um, and I think that's why he continued to do it, because I didn't stop him the first time. The first time he disrespected me, I should have said something and, let him know that I don't play that. You're not going to talk to me like that. Not keep me too. No, I don't think so. Maybe if I would have tried to talk to him about it before, that was probably the better thing to do, was to try to talk to him about it before I finally, like had enough, and maybe things would have changed. Um, I didn't, because I guess I'm a pushover. And it just kept continuing and actually got worse. Like, so yeah, I probably should have said something, in the beginning, and that might have made a difference. I'm not really sure. I want to go in there and take all that candy and hope he tries to stop me. That's hilarious. Like, I'm sending KJ in there, taking all that candy. I can't stand people like that. Me either. Like, I don't even get it, because like, I don't feel like I was doing anything that warranted him talking to me like that at all. There's different ways to talk to people. Like, if you want their respect, you got to talk to them with respect. And yeah, I don't feel like he ever did that. Like, in my mind, in my opinion, he thinks his employees are, just there to be waiting at his beck and call, and when he needs you, you better be there, and if you're not, it's not good. What? Yeah, unless you're the other coworker that could literally no call, no show, was calling in all the time, was doing all these things that she shouldn't have been doing, and he just kissed her ass, in my opinion. Like, literally, in my opinion, he kissed her ass. He expected me to like be like her. Happy birthday. She is the type of person that can just go right up to someone and start a conversation, and I'm just not like that. I'm not. I mean, I can walk up to someone and start a conversation, but I can't do it in the way that this girl was, is able to do it. And he always like got on to me about that. Like, he wanted me to chit chat and socialize and stuff like that. And I did, just not as much as the other girl. And he was like, not yelling at me, but kind of scolding me one day for not, being more like her. And I'm like, well, I'm not her, I'm me. And he's like, oh yeah, I know you're not her. He's like, said her name. He's like, she's great. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, so because I don't, I can't go around and be like her, that makes me, a not great person. Like, she ended up getting fired because she was stealing from him. So that's how great she was. Thank you, KJ. Thank you for that. Yeah, I wanted to walk out. I still had like 4 hours left of my shift. And then, thank you, baby, but it's not my birthday. But thank you. I still had like 4 hours, and I was like on the verge of crying, but then my fiance, whatever I call him, husband, he like messaged me and was like, how's everything going? And I just I lost it. Was like, like, he yelled at me over candy. So yes, I quit Friday night. Trying to highlight that comment. It won't let me. Oh, there it goes. Sorry, I was blow drying my hair. It's okay. Yes, I can't stand being home. Can't stand it. Like, I literally, especially in the wintertime, I get I was telling my doctor about it. I was like, I get cabin fever so bad, and he's like, no, what you're describing is like seasonal depression. He's like, that's literally a medical term. People get depressed. Some people get depressed over the winter time, and I guess it affects a lot of people. They put you on medication for it and everything. So yeah, I miss working for Reels. I missed it too. So I was like really happy when I got the job, and then I really liked the job. I loved the job. And like I said, I liked all the people that I worked with, but it was just the way he talked to me. It was like to the point to where I literally was scared when he called, or when I was at work and he came in. I would get all nervous, like, what is he gonna yell at me for now? Like it was literally that bad that I was scared of my own boss. All good. I will go undercover and pretend to be nice. Oh my god. I don't even know if his family is around here. I never, well, I met his wife. She's a really sweet lady. She's a really, really sweet lady. But she almost acted like, I don't want to say that, like put that on her, but like she almost acted like when they had Grinch up there to see all the kids and stuff, they had punch in a punch bowl. And I was like serving the kids and stuff this punch. And at the end of the day, when the boss was leaving, his wife had mentioned how the ladle, the scooper, whatever thing that I was using to get the juice out, was like an heirloom of hers that had been in her family for a long time, and she was a little nervous about leaving it at my work and going home because she didn't want anything happening to it. So we're literally, all of us girls are literally telling her, well, take it home. And she's like, no, he'll be mad. Like he won't want me to do that. And I'm like, we're all like, well, it's not like it's just some ladle, look, this is a family heirloom, like, take it. And she was a little like nervous about taking a ladle. It's just weird. I don't know. I've just never known someone like that. Like I've known someone like that, but not as a boss. Like he reminds me of my stepdad a lot. And I didn't have the best relationship with my stepdad. So it's not a good thing that it reminds me of my stepdad. Damn. Oh yeah, that's my little mini me, my little sidekick partner in crime. It's my 4-year-old. She doesn't leave my side at all, ever. Not even in the bathroom, huh, Sass? She's ignoring me now. You guys are funny. Thank you for like cheering me up. Like this is, yeah, you guys are awesome. It's never all the time. He's a big dude, like not fat big, but tall big and stocky. He's Jewish. I don't know if that has anything to do with like the way that he talks to people. I don't know. Or if he just is like that. I don't really know. But I dealt with it for as long as I could. As long as I physically, mentally could. I couldn't do it anymore because I was Like, I knew the whole time I probably should have said something, but at the same time, I didn't want to complain about, I don't know. I don't really know why I didn't, but I let it build up, and that's never a good thing. So, in my mind, the other day, I was like, it's either I quit or I say something to him, and it won't be good if I do. So, it is. It really is. Just being here chatting with me is good enough. You guys made me feel better. Make me feel like I wasn't crazy. You might break a hip. He's an older gentleman. But yeah, you guys made me feel like because I'm like, well, did I like, should I have just tried to stick it out? Did I just make a mistake? Um, it's, oh, Christmas time and we need the money and stuff. But yeah, as of Friday night, I was like, I just cannot deal with this anymore. So I quit. I had the support of my husband, my children. They didn't really like me working anyway because I worked every weekend, every single weekend. Um, and it took time away from them. Um, trying to find, Friday nights is really the only time that we had together on the weekend. Because of my shift and stuff. And then by the time I got home, they're, like ready for bed and stuff. So yeah, I they're happy that I quit. What? Lawyer? Like, what do you mean, lawyer? Hell yeah, Rosina, you made the best decision. I feel like I did. Like my kids, like I said, my kids are happy and everything, and I get to spend more time with them. So I am happy about that, especially around the holidays and stuff. Um, and with the my youngest one, like I said, she's my little sidekick, so she never liked me leaving. So I know she's happy. That's pretty much how I felt about it too. Oh, when you're intimidated by an employer to the point where you have to quit, then you have to hire a lawyer if you want to get any monetary funds from your employer. Harassment, intimidation. Oh, I don't know if I would go that far. Uh, like I probably should have tried to talk to him first, but a rainbow cereal. Rainbow cereal. Rainbow Cheerios. Oh, Rainbow Cheerios. Those Rainbow Cheerios or Fruit Loops. Yeah, I don't really know if I would call it harassment, but I was intimidated, like very much so. Very much so. You guys think I would have a case, really? Oh, I could, I guess. But I don't really have like proof of it. I don't really know what kind of proof you could get that you're intimidated of someone, but like I literally, yeah, I would get like nervous just with him walking into the building or whatever, because I was scared of him, yelling at me or yelling at me in front of everybody. He's done that before, getting upset with me over things that weren't even my responsibility. Lawyers work for free unless they win. Yeah, you got to have evidence. Yeah. Like I said, like I wouldn't have thought about, taking it that route or anything like that. I'm no lawyer. I should talk to them. Bless you. Bless you. I could talk, wouldn't hurt to talk to somebody, but yeah, I don't think that's like a case or anything. Because they would probably be like, well, did you try to, make the situation better? Like, was he aware that you felt that way? I don't really know if he was actually aware that I felt that way, but I mean, I did make it known to my friend that also worked there. She knew that he almost made me cry a couple times. The one time that I was really upset was when I'll just say it, I was enrolling my kids into their new school. And I wasn't even scheduled for work. Wasn't even scheduled to come into work until 4. And like we had an appointment with the school at 9 or 10. I can't remember now. And yeah, we were literally still in the middle of doing that. And still at the school and everything. And he called and I've of course answered. And yeah, he's like, "Oh, you need to tell me why I'm standing behind the counter." Well, I don't know, probably because the other girl called in. That could be why. COVIDs. How you doing? Hope you're having a good day. So yeah, I just did what I thought was better for me to do because it was like I just mentally could not take it anymore. Um, I've always been like that type of a person. I guess I'm a passive aggressive type of person where I can take a lot of shit. And I will take a lot of shit. And I don't always say, like, hey, just want you to know I'm taking a lot of shit. I'm not gonna be able to take much more, And then when I do get to that point, I just kind of explode. Like that's when Um but I didn't want to do that. I wasn't trying to explode on my boss, but can't complain, Rosie. Good to see you. Hope you and yours enjoyed y'all's weekend. I hope you enjoyed your weekend too. Thank you. We did. Kids are getting excited for Christmas. So yeah, I don't know. I just wanted to vent about that for a minute and see, what you guys thought. See if I was crazy for quitting my job. Like I said, my kids are happy that I quit. And like you said, KJ, I can always find another job somewhere else. Maybe take the holidays off and then start looking for another job again. because I will literally sit here and go crazy if I don't. What are you watching, kid? My 4-year-old daughter is watching videos of somebody dumping all sorts of candy and coffee grounds and looks like money. I hope that's not a real $100 bill. Dumping it in the toilet. You will, Rosie. Positive vibes. Much love. Thank you. I know I will. Like I have a lot of skills. I've worked all different types of jobs. I've waitressed. I've done factory work. I've done cleaning type jobs. Did the laundromat thing. Oh, what else? I know there's got to be more. Most of the jobs I've had have been factory type work, though. I'm more like, I don't know if comfortable is the right word, but I know what I'm doing in a factory. I just can't stand the long hours and stuff, but figured I'd find a part-time job somewhere because my husband works, you know, like my job is just extra. Hugs to you, Lady Hypoxia. All right, I guess I'm gonna end this. I just wanted to get on here and vent a little bit. Oh, hey, JP. How are you doing? Anyways, well, I was gonna say I haven't seen you in a few days, but I haven't been on YouTube really in the past few days either. Hey, don't stand on that. Hope all is well with you, JP. I'm great, just in the bushes, all about. You live the same life I live. I am also a bush watcher. I live my life in the bushes. Oh yeah, why are they dumping all that candy in the toilet? Yeah, candy and now they're dumping Pringles in the toilet. Yeah, Pringles in the toilet. She watches the weirdest stuff. You're gonna top it off with some blue paint. There's some in I think there's some in the diaper bag. It's fun, but I pop out just to mix it up so they know I'm still here. Saying like, am I here today or not? Sometimes you gotta be a bush watcher so you can, well, you know. Cool, bitch. I've got some that would probably blow your mind. What? No, why'd your tablet die? Did your tablet die? No, this one's mom's phone. Just a second. Is your other iPhone charged? I got receipts that would probably it could ruin somebody, but I'm not like that. Here, Seth. Mommy's phone. You got some receipts you want to show? I'm just kidding. Same. Unless unless they want to keep coming at me. I got them. I got them in my back pocket. Oh, hey, Knowledge. What's up with you? Aw. Lady Hypoxia misses you so much. Knowledge is so beautiful. She is. I agree. I love her. I love her straightforwardness. No BSing. She just tells you how it is. And if you don't like it, then go watch someone else. Just woke up again. I am so sick. Oh no. Hope you feel better. I hate being sick. Was it just like a cold, the flu? I'll hang on to them as long as I can merely go about my business without exactly. I've never seen you go around causing anybody any kind of, whatever. So I don't see how anyone could, why anyone would want to mess with you. She would make a great captain of an U.S. Navy aircraft carrier or any vessels in the Navy. Wow. Feels like an elephant city. Oh, is it a sinus infection? I hate sinus infection. You get the worst headache and oh, it's horrible. Like you can't breathe, but at the same time your nose is running. It's horrible. I could totally see her being like a captain of some form of military. That would be awesome. And again, same. Bring it if you want to, because I come prepared. I think so, but since my nose gets smashed so much worse when I get the sinus infection, it just really sucks me up. Ugh. Yeah, I hate those things. Absolutely the most uncomfortable thing ever. Hugs to you too. Marine drill sergeant. There you go. You must have been a drill sergeant in a past life. Cause you do kind of. If you were a drill sergeant, like I would, I would be scared. if you were my drill sergeant. I wouldn't want to piss you off at all. You're good at what you do. Do you follow? I don't, like I said a million times, like I don't know anything really about the Summer Rose case, but do you follow that? What's going on with that Fred Hill guy? I've seen people been talking about him like the past few days. Ooh, ouch. I will do send prayers for you to feel better. I'll send you prayers. Prayers for, whoops. There you go. Prayers. I will like really send you prayers. Not just in the chat. I would sign up. I would sign up. My my little cousin just joined the Air Force. At the beginning of summer, he went to boot camp and did all that. He just graduated from that, and I don't know what they're gonna have him doing, but he is. Oh God, where is he? I think they just sent him to Japan. I think it was Japan. Oh, your dad was? Really? That's crazy that he said that. And then your dad actually was one. That's awesome. You're welcome. Sucks to not feel good. I missed your live last night. I'm gonna watch the replay when I get off of here. I hate missing one of your lives. Bye bye. You're silly. The Air Force is great to get into. They have so many educational incentive programs. Yeah, I don't know really. I don't know much about the Air Force, but I know that like he is super, super happy to be there, and like our whole family is proud of him. Tickle, 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 tickle. Tickle. You know the song from Foreigner Head Knocker? That's my dad to the T. That's funny. My dad, yeah, he was the boss. It was basically just chit chat and stuff, nothing spectacular. Okay. Yeah, that's all I'm doing right now. I was feeling some type of way because I quit my job, and then I didn't know if I should have. But I'll be all right. I'll find another job. Just don't like being talked to like that. And I couldn't put up with it. And tickle. Yes, Lady Boom, she do. If like if you want to, I can tell him your Facebook when we get off alive, because I actually talked to Lady Hypoxia offline too. If you didn't want to give out like your Facebook information, that is. My stepdaughter goes up and she's the one who takes the pictures when they're like doing their exercises. Oh, wow. That's awesome. I could never join the Air Force. Well, I mean, I know they have other jobs than, you know, flying planes and stuff, but I am terrified of heights. I could never. I get I get anxiety just thinking about height, being in a plane, any type of heights. I'm not sure what they got my little cousin doing. I'd have to ask my his mom, my cousin. He never even like really talked about the military. One day he just decided he was going to join. Oh no. My sister's husband was in the Marines. My dad had a twin brother and they were both in the Marines also. I don't really think many people in my family were in the military. What do you do? I have family out there with companies and stuff. I've done all types of different work. I've done factory work. I worked for a cleaning company for 2.5 years. That was the job I had before I got this one. I mean, I really wish I didn't have to quit that job either, but we moved and then it was just too far away. I have done restaurant work, but I have most experience probably in factory work and like cleaning type stuff. There's no Play-Doh in there. Your Play-Doh is out there. Did you bring your Play-Doh in here? Go get your Play-Doh. Go get it. Put it. What? Not here. It's not here? Where is it? Oh, you don't want to go get it? That's fine. Okay, I'll do that after I end my live. I hate planes, but she has absolutely no fear. Yeah, I couldn't do my kids are like, you know, I don't even know like when I really became afraid of heights. Because I wasn't always afraid of heights. It like happened once I turned older. It's really weird. Hoorah. I can't, like, I get scared driving in the winter now. Like, all sorts of different weird fears I have now that I never had before. And heights is one of, I think actually I might have vertigo. I'm not sure what the symptoms are for vertigo, but I can't go up. We went to an amusement park here in our state over the summer, and I couldn't ride the rides that go up in the air because like literally I would get all dizzy and instant headache. It was crazy, like, and I didn't even know, like, I've never been like that before. I used to love like riding those same rides when I was younger. So yeah, I think I might have like vertigo. Like, can you just develop vertigo? Or is that something like you're born with? Hugs. I'm scared of heights too. Yeah. Yeah. I couldn't even like ride the little fair rides. It was crazy. I don't know how to explain it, but it's just like I get really dizzy and then I get a headache, like a migraine from hell. Me too, Lady Boom. I know my one brother-in-law does new homes. Be cleaning them before people move in. I'll talk to my. Hey, that would be awesome. She does. She loves that Play-Doh. She loves Play-Doh. She I got her a box that had like 10 different colors in it, and by the end of the day she had them all mixed together, and then she left it out in a ball on the table, so it got all dried out overnight. So we had to go buy her more Play-Doh. But yeah, she loved that Play-Doh. Okay, I will check it. Yes, I will tell her. I will tell her that killer. Or I keep wanting to call you killer, Lady Hypoxia. I will. I will definitely tell her though. I flipped over a swing set, like looped all the way around it. Oh my god! And went flying to the ground when I was like 6. That was it for heights. Holy shit! Like I know exactly what you're talking about because I've almost done that before, like where you get swinging so hard that the legs of the swing set start to pull up. I could not imagine actually flipping all the way around it and then getting thrown. Like, oh my god! I think that would be it for heights for me too. If I did something like that. Fear is only in thought. That's right. That's right. That's crazy that you say that too, because like yeah, it is. I don't know what happened, but all of a sudden, like I'm scared to even ride with somebody else who's driving in the winter. Like my husband, he's never been in a serious car accident or anything like that. He's a really good driver, and I've never been scared of his driving, but I'm even scared of his driving now, just out of the blue. Don't know where it came from. My brother's driving scares the shit out of me. Your equilibrium is on. Okay, I will. So, what do you do about that? How do you fix that? I think you're right though, because I was reading something. Because this summer we were at the amusement park, and all I was doing, I was inside one of those stupid little. It was a strawberry. It was a kiddie ride, and then inside the strawberry, there's like a wheel, and the strawberry, like the ride itself, goes around, but then you can also use the wheel to make the strawberries, like spin around really fast too. And so it was me and the kids inside the strawberry, and they were doing that, and I was recording the whole thing, and I was fine as long as I was like looking through my phone. But as soon as I ended the video and then like tried to look up with my, like that's when I got like super dizzy, felt like I was gonna puke, had to get out of, I had to tell the kids to quit like spinning it. Um, it was horrible, and it was just like out of the blue. Um, it's crazy. So I thought that same thing, that there must be something off with like my equilibrium or something like that. Oh, so it's supposed to say equilibrium is unbalanced. Keep it in the freezer when she's not using it. It stays moist longer. Really? Hmm. Never heard that before, but I'll definitely try it. Hey, Guidance. How are you? I want to make you a mod, but I'm on StreamYard, so I'll have to do that like when I get off of the live or whatever. I was a super elastic bubble plastic kid. I'm good, busy at work, but listening in. Hope all is well with you. I hope all is well with you too. Hope things are going good. Hope work is going good. I hope you and the babies have a good Christmas. And your dogs. And your dog too. Good. I never knew that about putting Play-Doh in the freezer though. Huh. I'll have to try that. We got her like a whole big set for Christmas. Like, she's going to be so freaking happy when she sees what she got for Christmas. Exactly how it happened. I felt them legs jumping, and the next thing I know, I didn't have wings. Yo, I could not. Mm-mm. Could not imagine. Dang. You probably went flying pretty far too if you we didn't have Red Bull back then. You had to get your wings somewhere else. That's funny. Like, I could not imagine like whipping around this swing so hard that it literally throws you off of it and you go flying. Ouch. I bet. I got some PTSD too. PTSD, survivor's guilt. I got all that shit. There's mom's feet cord. Oh, tap it. Oh, tap it. Grouchy. All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna end this. I've been on here for over an hour. But I hope everyone has a good day, and thank you for being here and supporting me, talking to me, and helping me out with my situation, make me feel like I, didn't do the right thing. I didn't do the wrong thing. That's what I meant to say. I did the right thing. So yeah, thank you guys for all talking with me about it and everything. And I hope you guys all have a good day. I'm gonna try to start going live. I don't know if I'll do it every day, but I'm gonna at least try to do it a few times a week, or I won't be able to do it on the weekends because weekends are family time, kid time. But yeah, I'm gonna try to start going live around the same time every day, so you'll know where to find me. But all right, I'm gonna end this. Thank you guys for being here. I hope everyone say have a
go.
Say have a good day, everybody.
They go.
Okay, well, I'll tickle you in a second. Say have a good day.
Go.
Okay, tickle. Tickle. Say have a good day. Okay, say bye. Will you say bye?
Bye.
Bye.
Go.
I completely freaked out on the Ferris wheel. And my kids make me go on them all the time, and then they start rocking it, and then they just. That's exactly what I would do if my kids. That sounds like something my kids would do. I make my she'll be 21 in January. I make her go on all those rides, the ones I can't go on. I don't have chocolate. But all right. Thanks for being here, you guys. And I'll try to see you tomorrow around the same time, maybe earlier. But have a good day, everyone. Sassy Chico. Sassy Chico.